what you tell people when they've put so much trust in you? They've traveled across borders, they've traveled across very many different conflicts. They've put themselves at risk coming to a nation that they don't know, probably have never been to. And the only thing I could think about is just to say thank you to all of you. So please give a round of applause to each and every one of you for making it here.
I'm Juguna Macharia. I'm the convener of the World Schools Debate Championship and the founder of the African Debate Academy.
Excited and also a little bit overwhelmed because this welcoming reception and this venue is just amazing. Such a fantastic venue, beautiful brutalist architecture, and the sound of the drums, incredible.
This is the greatest place to be in on earth right now.
Feel the courage of each and every one of you making your way to Nairobi, to a city that I described to you as beautiful but chaotic. I described to you as hospitable but risky. But I told you the one thing that I promise you is that we will do our best to ensure that you have the best experience of your life. I hope you felt the love of everyone. I hope you can feel the warmth in our food. I hope you can feel the laughter in all our conversations. I want you to embody that spirit. That is the spirit of Africa. That is the spirit of Kenya. We love and we laugh. That is the spirit. And that is the spirit I want in Wsdc 2026. The courage of all of you nations. I still remember the intense lobbying Mubarak and I had to do, convincing nations, some of which never really told us if they would vote for us, and we still don't know if they did. But it took a lot of courage for countries to overwhelmingly vote Kenya in. Give a round of applause to all of you for making it here. The last group of parents, the group of people it took courage out of is my parents. They're here somewhere. Where are they? I saw mom, I saw... It takes a lot of courage to let your child who has a law degree in Africa to pursue something called debate. Do you know what that sounds like? I want to then finish this speech by teaching you about the spirit of Ubuntu. It says that I am because we are. Hold the hand of your neighbor next to you. Turn to your neighbor and say, I am because we are. The spirit of Pan-Africanism. Officially welcome and open Wsdc 2026. 3, 2, 1, let's go!
When I walked into the auditorium yesterday and saw all the teams that I've been seeing for the past year in various prep comps I've been friends with, and I just saw that it's real. There are 70 countries in here, and we have to beat all of them to be the best.
Let me tell you the story of my life. I was a Egyptian girl. My father was a captain boy. That's why I am a debater. Let me tell you the story of my life. My father was a captain boy. That's why I am the freedom fighter. That's my home. To go to Kenya. That day I left. My mama cried. See you that I bring the trophy back. Bring the trophy back. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Yeah yeah yeah. Hey. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Hey hey hey.
Today is a day of history. Today is a day where people will see who we truly are. Today is a day we go and we put up a fight they have never seen before. They must know who you are. They must know you have been raised in war. You are people who have survived far worse things. I want you to go and show them. I want you to go and put in your best efforts. I want you to go and show them what it truly means to be here. We are on home ground. I want you to tell your neighbor, turn to your neighbor and tell them, I'm going to war for you. I will fight till my last breath. I will leave everything on that stage. They must remember us. I either win or die trying. That is our spirit.
Hi, I'm Cameron from Team South Africa. In the first round, we faced Greece in a very highly competitive round. It really came down to margins, and it really showed me that there's such high quality and talents within the pool and in the international circuit in general in debating. And I really appreciated it. I think they were really nice people. I think we had a really fruitful debate, and I really appreciated it. I really appreciate being here. Really loved the experience.
My name is Ollie from Team New Zealand, and this is our mascot, Kawa Kawa. He's a Kiwi. Round one was pretty difficult. We faced Vietnam, and they were a very strong team. Unfortunately, we didn't take away the win, but we learned a lot about debating that we can take into our next rounds.
It's a tremendous honor to host you for this exciting championship and to see our campus filled with the energy, ideas, cultures, and ambitions of young people representing nations from across the globe. We have to develop knowledgeable, disciplined, confident, and resilient young people who are prepared to solve problems, lead others, and contribute positively. And these same values exist within debating championships. Debate demands academic fitness, but it also requires participants to think deeply, process information quickly, evaluate evidence carefully, and communicate ideas with clarity and purpose. In a world where differences of opinion can too easily divide, debate reminds us that opposing ideas do not have to create enemies. Instead, they create opportunities to listen, to learn, to question assumptions, and to arrive at stronger solutions.
Wallahi sahi for the last time, nataka last chance. One dance tundo na need tusitoke tumdagla kalamba down. Jezi miyangu shati, wallahi sahi for the last time, nataka last chance. One dance tundo na need tusitoke tumdagla kalamba down. Jezi miyangu shati, wallahi sahi for the last time, nataka last chance. One dance tundo na need tusitoke tumdagla kalamba down. Yo, jezi miyangu shati. Yo, zetu me, I do it. So I do it, baby, please bend on your knees, tend to my needs. Neo in the matrix, in a glitch. Wazazi wameti, juwarazi ni kidi. Ha, wano lishinda but mina celebrate.
Vietnam, this is called an áo dài, which is our traditional dress.
Yeah.
So we wear it on special occasions. So for example, like weddings, and then also like festivals like New Year and the Moon Festival as well.
And I think what stands out about our country is just how beautiful and peaceful it is. Switzerland is such one-of-a-kind place, and we love it so much. We love living there. It's the best place ever.
Oh, Swiss chocolate, of course. The Toblerones, like the mountains, everything. The cheese, especially, is so good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ghana, and we're wearing like traditional African prints. It's called the dashiki. Dashiki. It's called the dashiki. Yeah. So we have, and this is like some African prints, different colored African prints cloth. Like this, for example, is from the northern region, where majority royals wear it in the northern region.
Is there a cultural significance with the clothes that you're wearing? Do you wear it every day or is it for special occasions?
Mine is just for aesthetics, but the dashiki is worn like every day wear. People wear it to work, to church, people wear it everywhere.
This is the shmach with the agan. We usually wear this in important events.
Yeah.
This is a symbol of pride, a symbol of power. So we love this piece of clothing a lot.
Yeah.
This is called a dishdashe and a bisht. We usually wear this in very important events.
Okay.
And us being in Kenya is very important.
We have a ton of candies of Venezuelan dessert,
Yeah.
all made with Venezuelan cacao.
Oh wow.
Okay,
You
yeah,
grow
that's
your own
amazing.
cacao?
If you want to have some, for example, this is called Toronto, and it's a health center covered in chocolate.
Wow. Oh, thank you so much.
Can have
What is
some.
it about your culture that you love?
Something about our country. Well, the people in Venezuela is a tropical country. So if you want snow, you go to Merida. If you want summer all the year, you go to Los Roques.
Oh.
And you can have like every season, all time of the year in every different cities of Venezuela. Wow.
There was a time I used to look into my father's eyes. In a happy home, I was a king, I had a golden throne. Those days are gone, now the memories on the wall. I hear the songs from the places where I was born. Upon a hill across the blue lake, that's where I had my first heartbreak. I still remember how it all changed. My father said, don't you worry, child. See, heaven's got a plan for you.
It is halfway through the tournament, so I'm feeling extra motivated to do well because the next couple of rounds will decide the outcome of the tournament.
Debating at Wsdc is completely different than any other experience. It thinks that I can meet other people from other nations and learn about their cultures.
It showed me that the level is very high and there's a lot of diverse cases that people can come up with, and you always have to be on your toes and adapt to the debates.
Hi, my name is Kasper. I'm from Team Estonia. I think the hardest moment has been after a really tough round, before we know the call yet, to stay strong as a team and wait for the moment. And then after we lose, recovering and staying strong.
Hi, my name is Iminati Baklela and I'm from South Africa. I think mentally I'm currently very happy, and I think equally under a lot of pressure and stress. I think I'm happy because the general environment at WSDC is so wonderful, getting to meet new people, getting to explore different cultures, and just being with people who generally have an amazing vibe is amazing. But I think as well there's a bit of pressure and anxiety that comes with every debate. Obviously a lot is at stake, particularly in these rounds where it's like make or break for break night. But I think overall I'm quite satisfied.
I'm Sina Rustam. I am from Jordan.
I'm Azbek Tayyarov and I'm from Uzbekistan.
Okay, so we are basically debating the sixth round motion. This house regrets the pre-notion that suffering builds character. I am going to be team prop.
I'm going to be team op. Start your argument.
Okay, so the proposition team basically is saying that building character shouldn't be done through suffering. Suffering isn't the only component that builds character. It is one thing that people have to face throughout their lives, such as grief, sadness, being in difficult circumstances. But it doesn't mean that it's the only thing that basically makes you a better person. What makes you a better person is diverse experiences that shouldn't be limited to suffering, because suffering has many negative impacts on the person. It makes them not only sad, it makes them mentally unwell and makes the process of recovery for them really difficult, because this harshness doesn't build something that is positive it doesn't necessarily make them better people, as the opposition team is going to imply to us.
POI.
Sure.
Can you provide the alternative for the suffering, so that how can people become more, let's say, successful or build this strong characteristic? Can you provide the alternative?
Yes, I can. First of all, they should experience a variety of experiences that isn't limited to suffering, because that's first of all. Second of all, this variety of experiences shouldn't be limited to the sad things. You should experience joy, happiness, go into different adventures and experiences, so you can learn what is better for you and know what are the better characteristics you should have.
Good part of the day, everyone, dear viewers, dear proposition side. I'm Azbek Tayyarov from the opposition side, and my speech will include two most important components. First, I'm going to rebuttal the point that was given by the first speaker of the affirmative side, and the second of all, I will give my substantive arguments that will strongly support our side and that will prove why our side wins today's debate. First of all, the proposition says about the alternative, in order to become a successful person, or in order to become a strong characteristics, people should not be solely dependent on suffering, but rather they have to feel the enjoyment, they have to feel happiness. But our most important question is, do you really think that happiness can bring the strongest characterization? Because accordingly, in the history, even in the history, people who suffered more become more resilient. They know what to do, and as a consequence, they know what actions to implement in order to build a certain point. We believe that happiness is short-term. What we are thinking about and what we are proposing to the panel of the judges and the affirmative side is that we do not deny the fact that suffering is bad, good or bad. We believe it is certainly bad, and we do not deny the fact that it exists or it doesn't exist. We believe it exists still, but in current world, when we take the considerations of people who are suffering nowadays, we believe that those people will be optimistic, not pessimistic, about what actions can be taken. They know that if they lost something, if they broke something, if they haven't achieved something, they know that the second action would be much better, so that they will consider their first action, the first circumstances. So as a consequence, they will be able to become more resilient, and they will be able to become more, have a more sense of believing that certain things will work out eventually. So we'll take a POI.
Okay, do you believe that if you are trapped in suffering, you'll be able to think about the positives that are in your life and build your character through that?
We believe, yes, we agree with this point. We believe that through through this punishment, through this suffering, you will be able to build something good eventually. So we are also supporting this side. Yes.
Three, two, one. Well, I come from England. My family is from Zimbabwe. And when my mother was 15, she was told something very important. She was not allowed to marry anyone outside of the tribe in which she came from. The reason this is so crucially harmful, the person she married, the man who changed her life, did not come from this tribe, but she only married him when she moved to South Africa. And the reason I want to point this out is that in many cases, the types of beliefs that are pushed into these communities, or the cultures are beautiful and ideal of Zimbabwe, are simply and only harmful to the women which exist within them. It is useless to try fighting from within. I think the arguments.
The judges for making their way all the way to Kenya. I will be announcing the first few breaking judges for WSDC Kenya 2026, starting with, in alphabetical order, Abdul Wase,
Francisco Manuel Sanchez, Gabriel Dua.
King 10th, also on 6 wins and 17 ballots with 254.29 speaker points, we have Team India.
8 average speaks is Kenya.
My name is Sean Levi from Indonesia.
Hi, I'm Eddie. I coach Team China.
We're so grateful to have gone to the double octos. We'll be facing against China in the double octos. We're so excited and it's a great opportunity. We're so happy to finally make the break from last year. It's a huge improvement and I can't wait for double octos.
Team had the privilege of breaking 12th at the 2026 WSDC, facing Indonesia in the double octo finals. Obviously, the children are very, very happy with their accomplishments, as they should be. The successes and trials and tribulations posed towards them through the tournament, in which their growth was forced and their achievements were earned. We're just looking forward now, trying to take it one round at a time. And as always, I think that these kids do have the potential to take it all the way home.
So much about comparatives. It's genuinely alarming that we have none in this debate. You guys are not able to win this debate by saying that online commerce is bad, because you guys concede that you still have it on your side of the house. But even secondly, if it was about whose side is better for consumers, guys, read the motion. I'm not going to spend my entire reply speech teaching you guys how to analyze words that specifically imply specific meanings here, right? But what I'm going to engage with is the 3 major clashes in this debate. Firstly, on who's better for consumers. What did we tell you? We told you a couple of things. Firstly, that people have more choice.
Hello, my name is Tume. I'm from Mongolia, a long way away, like a lot of the other people who made the trip to enjoy Kenya, to enjoy Africa. And I want to say, the thing that surprised me the most about Kenya is just how absolutely delicious and diverse the food has been, right? I come from a place where the extent of good food is basically just like a lot of meat, right? We love eating meat, but the way they make food here in Kenya, it's full of love, it's full of passion. The portions are huge, there's no complaints, lots of spices, lots of choice, catering for everyone. And I'd say my favorite food so far might just be, unironically, the breakfast choma. And I know this sounds silly, right? Because there's a lot of other stuff that tastes way better, but I went outside on a walk on some days and I was with the locals and they told me to sit down as they made that choma for me, as they made that smocha for me. And I think the smocho represents, the neighborhood. the kindliness of Kenyans. They even gave me like free hot tea and they were super friendly. And I think that's just super rare. All right, the love of Kenya is reflected in the food.
Hello guys, my name is Keith Mashad. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate WSDC?
Oh, I would rate it 11.
11.
11. It's the best WSDC I've ever been to.
Okay, nice. How about you?
100.
100 out of 10.
100 out of 10.
You still gonna come next year?
Definitely.
Okay, how about you?
1,000.
In Sheng, we will say it was mwecheche. Mwecheche. Say mwecheche. Mwecheche means like the best experience ever. So I'd want you guys to say like WSDC 2026 was mwecheche. But you want to say WSDC 2026 ilikuwa mwecheche. Ilikuwa means it was. So WSDC 2026 ilikuwa mwecheche.
WSDC 2026 ilikuwa mwecheche.
Dominican Republic.
What's your most authentic Kenyan experience here in Kenya?
Okay, I would definitely say that the Kenyan people are so warm when it comes to treating people. We really felt like how they make feel like we were part of them. Especially when we were like making our first bars, they were so kind. We had the chance to meet their coach, Shannon. She was amazing, and the rest of the team. Our girl was so excited because they make feel like they were like her sisters, and it was really interesting. They give us a lot of advices, and it was really nice.
Not in Spanish.
My experience.
Experience. Face the camera.
Okay, so, bueno, lo que a mí más me ha gustado de Kenia definitivamente es la cultura. Porque me he dado cuenta que la cultura de este país es muy similar a la nuestra. O sea, yo escucho la música, la comida y todo eso y me siento en casa. Y eso ha hecho que la experiencia sea mucho más auténtica para mí.
Okay, nice.
Naipenda Kenya.
Naipenda Kenya.
With Team Switzerland, and we'd love to know how is your experience here in Kenya? What's your best experience in Kenya? Can you tell it to us?
So far for me, it's got to be the giraffes that we fed yesterday. The tongue was really rough, but it was so fun. And they kind of spit over me, but it was just an incredible experience to have the giraffe eat food out of my hand.
In class that we did, where we cooked Kenyan food together, it was so nice to have a home-cooked meal and actually try something that is authentically made in the kitchen.
I really enjoyed the party bus. When we took the bus to the local market, we are in the bus and the music was really loud. Everyone is having fun. Like, we really like the culture. I think the people are really fun and enjoy the Afro vibe here. It's really cool to know that.
Classes, we actually call them Nganya. Nganya is actually so the one that we say at Julius Migos. Yeah, that sounds like a major Nganya. We have like greetings from the slang side of Kenya. We have the formal way, and also we have other dialects from other countries. But now for slang, we say Ngumi Mbwekse. Ngumi is like your fist, then Mbwekse is two. Ngumi Mbwekse. Ngumi Mbwekse. Ngumi Mbwekse.
I mean, I'm happy. I'm very excited. We've never been here. It's been a long time since any African country was in the semi-finals. We're just happy to be here and that we get to show everyone that, we're part of the conversation. That's amazing for us. Best of luck in the next round, and thank you to our opponents in the previous round. It's been amazing. Sam is next.
The side that is advancing in the semi-finals of WSC's 2026 is the side of opposition team India.
Grateful and excited because I have met so many new people here. I've met so many friends, and I've actually learned a lot from those people. So therefore, I truly appreciate this opportunity, and I'm grateful.
The motion debated today will be: this House believes that humans led more fulfilled lives before the Neolithic Revolution.
So my grandmother was a high school guidance counselor, deeply valued education, and is one of the reasons why I am in this world of debating today. That she inspired me, that back in elementary school when I had class presentations, she would always drive to my house to go hear it before I presented it that next day. Now she's no longer with me, but I hope she's watching right now. I've kept a picture of her in my jacket pocket for every crucial debate round in my life to date. But for this time, I think, Nana, you can witness the crowd instead of staying in my suit jacket pocket. Hope you like this one. All right.
In this argument, we will prove why we get more fulfilling and exciting lives for people before this period.
99% of people. What if you're built like me and you probably can hunt and will be fed to the wolves rather than kill them?
So you probably have other members within your community who do hunt for you, because these are small communities. They become a lot more tight-knit and you have codependence among you. So some families go and hunt. If you're 99 years old, or like you're 99% who doesn't know how to hunt, like other people will do it, you can do wild berries. There are other options.
I commend Team India for approaching this round with rose-tinted glasses, but it's time to take that off. I commend them for thinking that running away from a larger-than-life buffalo, not knowing if you will live or die to see another day and go back to your family, is somehow an experience that is thrilling.
Allow me to welcome the Kenyan Minister of Education, Mr. Julius Migos Ogamba.
Hosting this championship has been about far more than organizing an international event. It has been an opportunity to demonstrate who we are. A nation that believes in education. A nation that believes that young people are not merely leaders of tomorrow, but indispensable in that. Each one of you who participated in this championship is a winner. You did not arrive to this competition by chance. Each of you was the best in a classroom, in a school, in a region, and was ultimately selected to carry your national flag to this competition. You have all gained from this competition. You carry with you valuable experience, lessons and memories from this competition.
The judges reached a unanimous decision, so that in the end, the community of judges felt more fulfilled by Team Canada on opposition.
It's been a pleasure hosting each of you, and we look forward to hosting you again in the future. For now, just live with our kindness, our warmth, and our community spirit. We look forward to you having great memories of WSDC 2026